ain't never did no killing. But he say he gon' go for me, ain't never been on no mission.
Who really gon' ride? Who really down to catch a homicide?
Boy say he a stepper, ain't never did no killing. But he say he gon' go for me, ain't never been on no mission.
Who really gon' ride? Who really down to catch a homicide?
Alright, just film a bit of an intro. I use my Canon M50. Canon M50, small rig. I've got an ND filter on it, just on a tripod. Shooting 120 frame, and I'll go and speed up and slow down and chop in and chop out, whatever I want. But anyway, I've had a few people ask me about this on Facebook on the BUELL site. So I thought I'd jump on, make a quick video. I'll make another YouTube channel because I have Gearhead Industries, which I chase around the car scene, the burnout scene and all that sort of thing. Anyway, I thought I'd do this and throw it on there and show you what I did. Now, no judgment. I've done this sort of thing. I learnt this sort of thing when I was a lot younger, doing Street Fighters, old GSXRs and things like that. I like that feel on a sports bike, just sitting up that little bit better. You can still tuck in and get aggressive, but when you're just cruising down the highway, you're just not letting over all the time, and it's just so much fun for a 6'3" guy or girl to ride. So no judgment, this is what I'm going to show you what I did. I'm not finished. What I did, went and bought some dirt bike risers, aluminium. I went and bought a good set, marked it all out. I thought it was going to go down lower, but with this, it's quite thick here. It's about that thick there, and it's that thin, this plate. And if you got one of these, you know what I'm talking about just by sticking your fingers under it. So I ended up measuring it up, and the bolts are sort of offset to that, so they're back here a little bit further. Measured it all up, drilled it. I rounded off a bolt inside, lock. I've got a lock nut underneath to clamp it. Now I've taken it for a ride. I'm very happy with it. I'm actually itching to ride it more because of this. I've got a mate that does aluminium TIG welding, so I'm just going to get him to TIG all that. I'll take that top triple off, TIG it all, double check it all, make sure there's no cracks or anything like that, make it as strong as possible, and then I'll put it all back together. For the wiring, now, underneath, you'll notice all this wiring just comes up, and underneath here, a lot of it's all zip tied, so I just snipped the zip tie, and you'll find you've got plenty of electrical wiring. Cable was fine. I just ran it up underneath, behind the ignition barrel, and there's no kinks, there's no tension, it's nice and fine. I ran it back up, put it back together, and still free. All I had to do is I did loosen that nut. There's a nut under here. So I loosened that nut and it just took off any pressure. So once I had good slack for the return and accelerator cable, I just nipped it back up. It's fine. So I still got to put this back on there, but I noticed something's a little bit bent there. Anyway, just got to put this on. I just got to fix one of these tongues. Brand new brake line. I just got on a little, it's like nearly a 45. Right down, white braided brake line from a Harley store. It's a 10mm banjo, both sides, 10mm. I could not find that information. Brand new lock washers, the copper washers. Locked it all in, up through the original mount, like the cable holder, and it's a perfect length. And I believe that cable is 5.5 inches oversized from standard. So that's what I did there. Clutch cable. I had a U-bracket around this clutch cable, and you'll see it's bolted to here. I just unbolted it, moved it over. It's nice and loose. So I'm going to attach it to that bolt. So take it off this bolt, put your U-clamp back on it, and put it onto that bolt. I still have to do that. We've had really bad weather, and I just haven't wanted to come out to the carport, so I just got to do that. Ran the cable just up the left side, inside that fork. So between the stem and the fork, I ran the clutch cable up, in, nice and free, super free. With the handlebars, they're just Renthals. So they're 7/8 bar all the way. They're not fat bar. I do have fat bar risers, but where it bolted in, I'll show you. It's the normal bar, the Renthal bar, and it just clears in here. You can see it's even touching because I got them pulled back. I got the bars pulled back a little bit till they touch. So it's all, the ergonomics when I'm sitting on it's fine. But with the fat bars, you can't get them on at all because they're fat up to about there. And they just take up too much room to get a bolt through in the thinner part of your top tree. Okay, gonna wind it up here. Battery's dead on the phone. Story of my life. So you're gonna cringe. I've had to cut it. Got to do it. Master cylinder's there. It hits. Chop it. I'm gonna get rid of the mirrors. Put bar ends, and just come down further, round it off, make it look factory. That's it for the BUELL. I hope that helped. I hope that inspired anyone that wants to do it. All the information I couldn't find, and it's all there. So have a good day, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Who really gon' ride?